A man removes his mask to reveal his handsome face, instantly killing the girl opposite him. You didn't mishear me. The girl was genuinely killed by his handsomeness on the spot. If being handsome is a crime, then Ah Wei is guilty of heinous crimes. The day he was born, he killed the 3 doctors assisting with the birth with his looks. To prevent Ah Wei from killing anyone else, his parents moved with him to a sparsely populated small town and covered his incredibly handsome face with gauze. Being handsome but afraid to be seen caused Ah Wei to develop depression. He went to see a psychologist. The doctor asked him why he covered his face. Ah Wei said, "If I don't cover it, I'll kill you with my handsomeness." The psychologist laughed. Even Jay Cho couldn't kill me with his looks, and told Ah Wei to take off the gauze. His parents, realizing something was wrong, rushed in, but it was too late. The doctor had already been killed by Ah Wei's handsomeness. The police quickly arrived to investigate. They didn't believe the doctor was killed by Ah Wei's looks, so they casually wrote it off as a heart attack. Looking at the young couple opposite him, Ah Wei felt envious. He wished he could be a little ugly so he could have a girlfriend too. Seeing a brick on the ground, Ah Wei suddenly got an idea. He asked his only friend, De Zhuang, to disfigure him. But De Zhuang said, "Being handsome isn't your fault, it's a gift from God." Seeing De Zhuang refuse, Ah Wei slammed De Zhuang's phone on the ground. Ah Wei successfully got hit with a brick, but his super fast recovery had him back to normal in just 2 days. De Zhuang knew what Ah Wei wanted, so he proactively introduced him to a girl. But Ah Wei, who had never been on a date, stumbled over his words, unsure what to say. Coincidentally, the girl's ex-boyfriend, Ergo, was also there. He suddenly provoked Ah Wei, suggesting Ah Wei's gauze meant he was too ugly to be seen. Ah Wei didn't argue because he didn't want to kill anyone else with his looks. Seeing Ah Wei's lack of reaction, Ergo prepared to forcibly remove Ah Wei's gauze. Fortunately, a waiter arrived in time, preventing Ergo from being killed by handsomeness. Ah Wei's tolerance made the girl think he was weak, and she didn't like a man with no backbone. The girl's departure was the last straw for Ah Wei. He decided to jump into the river to commit suicide. Just as he was summoning the courage to jump, a passing girl named Xiao Mei stopped him. Under Xiao Mei's constant comfort, Ah Wei finally decided not to die. The two later became good friends. They visited a nursing home together to see the elderly, went shopping at the supermarket, and soaked in a candy bathtub while having heart-to-heart talks. It turned out neither of them had many friends. Ah Wei said it was because he was too handsome to make friends, handsome enough to kill people. Xiao Mei was because she had a heart condition. Any emotional fluctuation, whether happy or sad, would trigger a heart attack. At this moment, two lonely souls became each other's companions. They drank and watched a movie together, and when they got drunk, they went back to Ah Wei's place. Xiao Mei desperately wanted to see Ah Wei's face, but Ah Wei strongly objected. He didn't want to kill his new friend with his looks, but Xiao Mei didn't listen and removed Ah Wei's sunglasses. Just a glimpse of Ah Wei's eyes, and Xiao Mei instantly fell deeply in love with him. As the two were about to take the next step, Ah Wei's parents suddenly returned and walked in on them. The couple were overjoyed, thinking Ah Wei had finally found a girlfriend. The next day, Ah Wei took Xiao Mei camping. Their relationship escalated again. Ah Wei covered Xiao Mei's eyes with gauze, then removed the gauze covering his own head. He held Xiao Mei's hand, allowing her to caress him fully, experiencing his beautiful face. Xiao Mei also gave Ah Wei her first kiss. However, just a kiss caused Xiao Mei's heart to swell, so they immediately stopped their intimate actions. After this night, the two officially became a couple. The next day, they visited the nursing home again, but they received unfortunate news. A grandmother was critically ill and nearing the end of her life. Xiao Mei couldn't bear to see the grandmother suffer, so she hoped Ah Wei would remove his gauze and kill the grandmother with his handsomeness. For the first time, Ah Wei realized his face could actually help others. He walked to the grandmother's bedside and slowly cut open his gauze. When the grandmother saw Ah Wei's breathtaking looks, her eyes instantly glowed golden. Just like that, the grandmother left the world with a smile. Soon after, Ah Wei planned to take Xiao Mei to a costume party. To ensure Ah Wei could enjoy himself fully, Xiao Mei hoped he would remove the gauze this time, and she specially prepared a dog mask for him. Ah Wei wore the mask and embraced Xiao Mei. Just as the two were lost in the beautiful moment, Xiao Mei suddenly felt a sharp pain in her heart, and her nose started bleeding. Xiao Mei went to the restroom, and Ah Wei encountered Ergo again. The last time in the restaurant, Ergo had wanted to see Ah Wei's ugly face, and now he finally had another chance. Ergo grabbed Ah Wei's neck and tore off his mask. A girl opposite him happened to witness Ah Wei's face. The next second, the girl was instantly killed by Ah Wei's handsomeness on the spot. Ah Wei saw what happened and quickly put his mask back on, but it was too late. The girl had already died from his handsomeness. Under everyone's gaze, Ah Wei was inescapable this time. The police quickly arrived and arrested Ah Wei. Before leaving, Ah Wei saw his unconscious girlfriend. He was very worried about Xiao Mei, but there was nothing he could do now. After some understanding, the police concluded that killing people with handsomeness was not Ah Wei's fault, so Ah Wei was quickly released. They just hoped he wouldn't expose his face again in the future. After being released, Ah Wei immediately went to his girlfriend's side. At this point, his girlfriend was terminally ill. She hoped to see Ah Wei's face before she died, but Ah Wei didn't want to witness the person he loved being killed by his handsomeness. So, Wei returned home and violently smashed his face with a brick. Fortunately, his parents stopped him in time, but Ah Wei's gauze accidentally fell off. A cat saw Ah Wei's face and was instantly killed by handsomeness. Ah Wei struggled for a long time. Finally, he couldn't bear to let his girlfriend die in pain, so he removed his glasses and lay beside his girlfriend. The girlfriend pleaded with Ah Wei one more time to let her see his face. This time, Ah Wei did not refuse. He unwrapped the gauze and lay beside his girlfriend again. Miraculously, Xiao Mei was not instantly killed by Ah Wei's handsomeness. Seeing Ah Wei's stunning looks, Xiao Mei cried with emotion. She never expected the most handsome man in the world to be her boyfriend. Unfortunately, she wouldn't live to enjoy it. Xiao Mei hoped Ah Wei could face his handsome face bravely and use his handsomeness to help those in need of assistance in the future. Soon after, Xiao Mei passed away, leaving behind her reluctance for Ah Wei. Ah Wei also began to accept his handsome face. He started using his handsome face to help those who were suffering. One day, the despicable Ergo came looking for trouble with Ah Wei again. Coincidentally, Ah Wei wasn't covering his face that day. The movie ends here. If being handsome truly is a crime, then I sincerely apologize to everyone.